All right. Can I tell you a quick story? My dad, okay, he works with the church, right? But he's a doctor.
Yeah.
I was in university at a private Christian college, and they had a nursing program. He came to visit the college to recruit nurses, right, to go work at the hospital in Africa. He was in a room about this size with a big table, and he had, had a display with pictures of the hospital and applications so people could sign up. And he's talking to mostly women nurses, right, about his hospital. I walk in, because I'm at school there, to see my dad, like to meet him for lunch. He had a dress suit on. His zipper was down. What do you do? Oh, we're gonna go, Dad. This is one of the. It's okay. One of the funniest things, Dad, that ever happened. So I walk in, and I'm like, and then I'm like, he's like, what do you say, right? So I go, can I talk to you? He turned so red. He was so embarrassed. I said, how long have you been in here talking to people? He said, about 30 minutes. I said, that's not good. Anyway, if you're going to be a public speaker or a teacher, the most important thing you should do when you get up to speak is make sure your zipper's on. Seriously. All right? All right. All right, we're on page. Everybody, go to page 84, right? I think we made it to page 84. So listen, yesterday, oh, hey, by the way, if you want to work on your pronunciation, okay, have I given this to you before?
Yeah.
This is a wonderful website to work on your English, but particularly, if you go to the website and you go to the top of the website, there's a tab called Speaking and Listening. It has one of the greatest libraries of activities for both speaking and listening to the sounds of words in English. Okay? Go check it out. Right there. Okay. Today we're talking about adjective clauses. And in review, if I am replacing a subject pronoun like we learned yesterday, right? The man I saw he is my friend. So I'm going back. Yesterday we talked about, so here's your independent clause. Here's the sentence we're turning into an adjective clause. What is the pronoun that I'm going to replace here? Yeah, well, in this sentence, what's the subject pronoun? Okay. So we're going to get rid of the subject pronoun. Yep. And first of all, though, the he refers to who up here? The man. That tells me where my adjective clause is going to go in my new sentence. Okay? If it's a man, what two relative pronouns can I use?
Who or that?
I can say a who
or that.
Or that. So, who wants to write the new sentence up here? Anybody? Anybody? Come up here. Be careful, there's millions of people watching. But you look great. You look great. Yeah, think about it. Yeah. Yeah. No. Stay.
You go down.
Okay, listen.
No.
Can I do something because I'm going to confuse him if I'm not careful? Hold on, I'm going to change this. The man.
Who
The man.
who I saw.
Hold on. The man is my friend. Okay. And I'm going to change this to. I know I'm doing this a little weird, but I got to do this so it doesn't confuse you. All right. So let's look at this one more time, and it's not your fault. I actually created a sentence with an adjective clause in it already. All right. So Ahmed, in this sentence right here, what is the subject pronoun?
I saw.
It's I, yeah.
Subject, yeah.
In the same situation, it refers to the man, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to get rid of the I, okay, and I'm going to replace it with a who or that,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to stick this. Now come up, this is going to be a lot easier. Can you create a new sentence
The
now?
man who is my friend.
No,
The man.
who saw?
I saw the man.
Is my friend.
The man who I saw is my friend.
Oh, there you go.
Who saw?
It's about.
It's okay. It's all right. That's all right.
Who I saw.
Yeah.
Who saw? Yes, yes.
Who I saw.
هو describe man شكون ما عرفتش معناه ما describe me
I'm screwing you up.
Yeah.
Here's what it's got to be.
he or him
All right. And I'm actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now it's
you're okay.
clear.
Now,
Now
yeah.
the sentence is.
So which one are you getting rid of? The subject or the object pronoun?
The subject.
Are you?
Object.
You're getting rid of the object, the him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
The man who I saw, is my friend.
There you go. You got it.
I saw him.
No.
Yes, I saw.
Yeah, get rid of the him, right? You're getting rid of the him.
So is my friend.
And we can
Cool, you did it. Hey, listen. That was not your fault. That was mine. I was.
Teacher,
So listen. Yeah.
can I write home because?
You can.
Yes.
You can.
Because him.
Oh, correct. So listen.
Object.
This is not what we did yesterday. That's what we're doing today. Okay? Yesterday we got rid of the I. Okay? The problem is the I doesn't refer to anybody up here. Right? The only pronoun that refers to someone is the object pronoun. Okay? So really today what we're learning is how to get rid of the object pronoun. Who does the him refer to?
The man.
The man.
Yeah.
And that's, you did it right. So you get rid of the him. Now, I can actually replace the him with 4 different possibilities. I can do what? Who? I can do that.
That, yeah.
What else can I do? If I want to be formal, what can I do?
Who?
Whom.
Who?
I can do whom or
Who?
nothing.
Who's?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yes.
So listen, I can say the man who I saw is my friend.
Okay.
I can say the man that I saw is my friend.
why is it this why was
What's that? Because remember, you want to keep this the same, right? The man is my friend.
I saw is or was
The man, it's
So but what?
So.
I saw
saw.
is or was
Is.
Right here? Just
Yeah.
leave it the same. Leave it the same.
so
He's, listen,
Past tense.
I understand, you're getting confused by the verb tense, but listen, you can use simple present, it's just a fact. Right? He is my friend, but you saw him in the past.
okay
Don't be
so
confused by verb tense.
so is my friend or
Right.
was?
I saw. Listen, here's your main clause. Okay? I'm sorry. The man is my friend. That's your independent clause. Okay? It's your IC. And then your adjective clause, who I saw. So the thing that's different and interesting is we're getting rid of him, right? We're getting rid of him. And then you gotta stick the relative, one of these guys, on the front and then leave it. Who I saw. Are you okay, Abdullah?
Okay.
Yeah. Leave the verb tenses alone. You're not playing around with verb tenses here. You're just getting rid of the pronoun, object pronoun, replace it with a relative, and then put the rest of the sentence as it is. Notice, here's the trick to this, guys. When you have a relative pronoun followed by a subject verb, you have 4 options with a person. You can do who, that, whom for formal, or even nothing. So I can say, the man I saw is my friend. Yep. Are you okay? Let's go.
We can't say the man who I saw him is my friend.
No.
Never
Because you got to get rid of the him. Always get rid of the him. Okay? And they're going to teach you that actually. Let's just look at it. At the bottom of the chart today,
Which page?
I'm on page 84. Okay? And we're talking about today getting rid of the object pronoun in the second sentence and replacing it with a relative pronoun. Okay? Yesterday we talked about getting rid of the subject pronoun. Alright? The biggest thing that happens is it opens up options. Okay? Everything's true that we said yesterday. It's true about these. But it adds an option when you have a subject and verb right after the relative. It just means you got rid of the object pronoun and you can add the whom option, formal, or the nothing option, okay, when you're describing a person. Yes?
Sister, can I drop who? The man I saw
Yeah.
is my friend.
That's what this is, nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, you can do that. All right, let's look at another example. I'm going to write one up here.
Without who? Complete sentence, teacher?
It's
I
complete.
drop who?
You can get rid of it. It's okay. It's okay. As long as you have a subject of its own, right? A clause, an adjective clause, any clause, has to have its own subject and verb. So as long as it has a subject and verb of its own, you can drop it. Okay? So, the man is Mr. Manchu.
Juan.
Not you. Not you. This is a different guy. This is Manchu. And he's from China. Okay. All right. I saw him. All right, Chuan, will you come up and make one sentence? Mr. Chuan from Taiwan. Nice. So, let me ask a couple questions. Up here, what pronoun did he get rid of? Him. Okay, it's the object pronoun in the sentence. He got rid of it. He asked himself, who's the him?
The man.
It's this dude right here.
Yeah.
So he knows he's going to take this with or without the relative pronoun and stick it up here. The man, here's your adjective clause, I saw is Mr. Manchu. So this is my main clause. It's right up here, isn't it? That's my main clause. And then my adjective clause is right here. He went with the nothing option, didn't he? He could have also said the man who I saw, or he could have said whom
That.
I saw, or he could have said
That.
that I saw. Which one is the most formal?
Home.
Whom. Everybody okay?
Yes.
Good. Let's look at the second option here.
That makes sense now.
Teacher,
Alright.
very formal means that we can't use it. And,
Well, if you're in Britain having tea with Queen Elizabeth, then you would want to say home, okay? But if you're in America hanging out, you just want to say who. Yeah, if you say home and you're riding on the bus with an American, he's going to start laughing. And he's probably going to say, oh, are you from Britain? Okay, Americans, the only time we really use whom is in writing. If you want to be real formal in your essay, it sounds good.
What about whose?
You like to use whom? So you need
I
to date a
use-
British
I use
girl.
to
She's
use
going to be very
to-
attracted to you.
When I was in my country, most of the time we use home.
Let me ask you a question. Where are you from again?
Niger.
Niger. Do you guys learn British English or American English in school?
Well, it depends on the teacher. Sometimes it's the teacher learns British, the teachers British English. Sometimes
Okay. Let me ask another question. It's Niger, right?
Yeah.
Was Niger at one time ruled by Britain?
No.
It never was.
No.
Interesting. So apparently the school you went to, it used British, probably you were taught, did you have a British teacher?
Yeah. No. It's Nigerian. It's Nigerian.
Oh, he's Nigerian, okay. I wonder where he got his education. He might have gotten his English education in Britain.
Yeah.
That's really the difference. The British tend to be more formal, even in their speaking. So maybe that's what happened. But in America, listen, you're in America, I'm American. I'm telling you, most Americans just use who.
It's because of that yesterday I asked you if we can use whom.
Yesterday you couldn't, because when you're replacing the subject pronoun, like yesterday, you can't use whom when you replace the subject pronoun. Only when you're replacing the object pronoun. Okay? Another way to look at that is, if the adjective clause has its own subject, you can use whom. If it has a verb right after the relative pronoun, then you can only use who. Okay? Okay. And even the British agree with me there. That's a standard English rule. Okay? All right. So now let's talk about a thing. Okay? So here we go. Here's another sentence. The movie wasn't very good. And then the second sentence, we saw it last night. Does somebody want to come up and turn this into one sentence for me? Anybody? Anybody? Bashir? You can for possession. We're going to learn that, but not here. W-H-O-S-E is used when the noun owns something or something belongs to the noun.
You have to look to the subject here.
Cool. You guys like it?
Yes.
Yeah, real nice. Hey, check it out. Okay, here's your main clause, right? So it's still the main clause. The movie wasn't very good. That's my main clause. And then this is the one we're turning into an adjective clause. What's the object pronoun we're getting rid of? Good. We're going to get rid of this, and we can replace it with what options?
Which?
That,
Which?
Nothing.
which,
Nothing.
or nothing. Okay, and we know where to stick it. What does the it refer to up here? What is it modifying or telling us about? The it is the movie, so we know we stick it right here. which is